In this episode, I'll be teaching you how to drive and spawn in locomotives. Let me go ahead and get auto on here. Alrighty, so this is just a basic, simple tutorial on how to just drive the trains, because that's what most people just want to do, is just drive the trains. There's realistic ways of doing it. This is just going to be the most arcadey way possible that I can teach you. So, here we are at the CSX engine shop here at Rice Yard on the CSX A-line sub. You have a couple of road power units here. Say I just wanted to drive the locomotives. That's all this is going to explain. I went into the controls here to keyboard, and I've completely reset all my train keys to something a little easier. So I have my independent set to the insert and delete key on the keyboard. These two. I have my train brake set to these, throttle to these. This one's my dynamic brake, and my reverser keys. So, selected this locomotive. The easiest, I know this looks very intimidating. If you know about trains, this is basically everything you can undo to the train to set it up. If you're just wanting to drive the train without knowing any knowledge of this, all you gotta do is hit auto MUDP, auto CB, and auto AB. If you're gonna be going on the road, then you would do auto EOT and then slap an EOT on the end of the train. Whereas we don't really have any cars, we're just running an engine, I'm just gonna be leaving that off. So this is gonna be my lead loco here, 9041, so I'm gonna set that as my lead. And it's going to automatically set up the rest of the train to be ready to go. And we have the handbrake set to all three locomotives. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and start all of them up. So if you look here on the keyboard, I'll be holding Shift C, and that pulls up what I'm currently got on all my train. You can actually hit Shift Z and cycle through all of these, or you can do a Shift X to show your FPS, temperature, heading, and you can hit Shift C, which shows all your train control stats and coupler pounds, brake pressures. V shows your tonnage and axles length, how many empties and how many loads you got. And then B shows your brake pressure line, so it'll go from red is compression, red and yellow is is tension, green and blue is compression, and it'll change colors based off of the amount of that. Shift N shows you your train and track speed, your next signal miles, and when the previous signal was. It shows your grade. And then M does nothing. So normally in the yard, I'm just going to be hitting Shift C to show what my train's currently doing. I'm going to be a little dark out here. You can hit H once, turn your headlights on, low, hit it again, and it goes to high. Or you can hold down Shift H to bring it back down a notch and back down off. Space bar is your horn. You can tell that the bell is now on. You can hit B, turn the bell. Oh, okay. This key is your bell. I thought it was B. Been playing too much Train Sim World. Alright. So that's off. So you can walk around with WASD, hold down Shift and Control to walk faster. Shift's like a little bit of a jog, and then sprinting is Control. You can go over here and you can hit E. E and Q is how you basically move around. Q is back. E is up. Very wonky, but doable. You can also hold down left control F11 to put yourself in the cab. Here you can start clicking things like your cab lights, gauge lights, and whatnot. See your train controls. You can left, yeah. You can hold left click and use your mouse, or do the hotkey setup like I did. You can zoom in with right click and zoom in. Right click is how you move your camera, by the way. I know that can be a little confusing. And then you can middle mouse click to bring it back to normal zoom. You can hit WASD and control to move the way you look around the cab. Or you can just hit control F11 to bring it back to standard. You can also hit, let's see, which one is it? Yeah, F3 opens up your dispatch board. And you can cycle through all of those. Or you can click the subs. And then you hit escape to bail out of that. F2 opens up your network for joining servers. And F1 pulls up your load and save menu. F5 takes off your handbrakes. Or you can hold down lift shift F5 to engage all the handbrakes. This is great if you're about to wreck into something. You can shift F5, it'll lock your train in place without any repercussions. We do that a lot on the server, that way train collisions don't affect server performance. F6 is your MAU flags. F7, make sure all the air and everything is connected. All your angle cocks, like a cheat, like an air cheat. So typically when I start to drive, I normally hit F7, F5, make sure all handbrakes and air is hooked up. That's just the cheat way, the arcade way. Now there was a way. Oh, it's number 4 on the keyboard. Put you in third person, but you have to use your WSD keys. Move around. That being said, we're going to go ahead and start driving forward. So, making sure all my brakes are off and notched down. We'll be putting the reverser in forward. And then I'm going to gauge some power. Notch back down to 0. Here we are moving. Noted for switches, you can drive against them. They will not change, so if you do go backwards while you're splitting a switch, it will cause your train to split track. Do not advise that at all. Road power doesn't have a lot of quick torque, it's just heavy, slow torque. Lighter units like the SDs and GPs have a lot like quicker but lower, quicker torque but lower torque, if that makes any sense. And then you can hit my dynamic brake, which engages it, and then I can throttle down to engage my dynamics. And then turn that back off, and then we'll apply some independent. And there you go. Say I want to pull some cars, I can go up here to sim options, go to consist menu, and we can go and cycle through everything in the game. Say if I wanted to just throw some auto wrecks here and add those in. Place the train. It gets a little finicky, you have to kind of click around a lot. Back here and hit 4. You can also like click on different cars. And sorry, it's been a while since I've played this. Say I wanted to get on this car right here, or this train. I can hit E on it and then hit 4, and now I'm third person around that, but I'm still controlling the other train. You do not have to be on board the trains to drive them. You just have to have them controlled. You can't control 2 trains at once. You have to relinquish one and get the other one. The target to hook up to cars is about 3 miles an hour. You have a little bit of leadway, but it ain't too hard. Will cause the coupler to break, then you would have to repair it. So there you go. I've got my cars. Then I have to hit the shift B. We'll see that they're all good to go, but I can hit F7 to couple up to them, and F5 to make sure those handbrakes are off. And now I've got the cars, and I can pull them. Apply some train brake. And there you go. I don't wonder why. Oh, it's probably because I... It's odd. Anyways, if you want to decouple, always make sure your handbrake's set. And then normally I just click on toward the unit I'm using. I'll just hit close and open. And then you can go forward. And you pull the air. And that is the basic tutorial on how to drive locomotives.